Welcome back to the Romanian River channel in my playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. As we always do, continuing where we left off. Let's see about which quest we were on right now. Toxins. Where do I get toxins from? Possibly that guy, but we're gonna have to check later. Make sure there's nothing left around here we can poke. I think we just found a source of toxins. Oh, nice.
Let's make this quick. Here comes trouble.
I think I saw porn like this once. Don't ride Alistair, don't ride Alistair. Wait, you. Don't touch me, Puddy Tank.
Damn it. I hate you so much. Too much. I'm sorry.
This sure is enough.
Why does that always happen to me?
Oh, I don't know. Why, I wonder. Anyway. Is this a proper cave? No, just for show. You were the poison expert. Venom, right? Right. Ink. Yeah, that's the adequate amount. Oh, that's Michael Jackson. Okay. That's going further, so let's see about quests. Ooh, more fruit. We missed this one. And a locked chest. Liliana, get to it. Nothing really of import, but still sellable. Nope. Wait a minute. No. Gotta love the invisible walls. Someday when I graduate to Witchers, the Witcher series I mean, I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of that. Though fortunately for my sanity, I'm not gonna be playing Witcher from the first one, probably the second one onward. In here was the guy who wanted poison. Favorite kind of demon, the undesired one. What? Oh. Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock? Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I'll have to teach them a lesson. Yeah, enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, hey?
That's not really gold now, is it? Let's see, anything up here? Bars. Some steps that don't lead anywhere. I think those are actually stools, but details.
Right.
You may want to clean that up.
Enough. I'll not have my kitchen invaded by ramblers tracking mud in my shoes.
We're not taking the food, we're just taking the... Wow! That we definitely need, and this too. That's why I bring her along. Now I remember. So, kite shield. Deflect. Less, but less fatigue. Four. Basically copy paste. And me who thought I got something worthwhile. Oh well, vendor it.
I still don't have food to sell.
Don't really care about the food. In case we get somebody that can use it. That's gonna be useful someday.
Got a cousin in the Templars. He says the mages in the tower out on Lake Cannonball are all turning into demons.
They always say that, though.
Well, this time it's true. You're not sure what to do about it yet, he says.
What's to do? I thought you'd kill them.
Easier said than done. Mages pick a fine time to go turning into demons, I tell you.
So tell me something, Morgan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Om nom nom.
Path of righteousness is full of hardship. The Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Ooh, nice. When bears attack. Let's close this. Okay. Okay, so she probably got jumped on by bears. Which way? Oh. Let's see. The bears were all tanks, if I'm not mistaken, so that's gonna be fun. Hopefully no overwhelming amount of damage. He said hopefully. Hopeful, pardon. That's a lot of fucking wolves. 1, 2, 3. Any major? Stay away from those guys. Okay, attack. Alright! Fuck me, that's a lot. You need a potion right now. Hope nobody gets jumped. You be so kind and nice, blast them. Good. Keep trying, keep trying. I'll survive, bitches. You have my blast? Nobody have this, suck on them a bit. A lot of wolf carcasses, not any reward. But I think that's, yeah. She got jumped by wolves. Poor girl. Let's see about the birds. They're that way, so let's save. Keep this train rolling. You switch to your main. Well, 1, 2, 3. Focus on one. Morgan, give me some ice. Okay, that's...
It's your time to die.
Okay. That was actually easier than I would have expected. The wolves were nastier. I wonder what mystery that is.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship. The Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Okay, you leveled up. 1 there, 2 here. This is better, right? Much better. Okay, scale, slightly better. Chainmail similar. Otherwise good. Let's see here. Anything else? Nope. Let's see about offloading.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something. All right, just don't buy everything up.
Okay, this. Nice, nice. Yeah. Let's see. You get to enchanted daggers. Let's see if you can actually do something useful with them. And I think that's that. Yeah, that's that for here. Let's move on. But before we do, we save. Oh, not these guys.
We done heard what was said. You're a woman. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Let's make this quick.
Why do these guys have to do this shit? Anyway, let's see about getting you some... Got any healing spells? Any of them? Creation, there we go. Oh, we were born a crafty devil. They already left. What's this chick's corpse doing? Nah. Magic increases the effectiveness of potions, poultices, and salves.
Bad dreams. Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde. We feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first, wasn't it? Other than dying young and the whole defeat the Blight alone thing, yeah, we're all tapped out with surprises. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Enchantment.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader? Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's, well, no, a tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on, his pledge fulfilled. My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden, back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arlen banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles. Hard to say. After King Arlen died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride. Family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that. As for the truth, my family revered Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour. Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arlen's days. None that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found a way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour. Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance. 1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Why am I not reassured?
Ah, good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fenn at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? Wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
It won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. You should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy, otherwise, come speak. If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I'm originally from Orzammar, just as you are, I suspect. You don't have the look of a surface dwarf about you. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. Can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things, the nobles about. Reminded them of lost glory days, I suppose. So, as I said, things were going well. Good things must come to an end. One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. No balls, no touching. Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for them. The lost ties. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me. I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back. I thank the stone every single day. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you? I hear that Tyr Loghain, the regent, is calling for new levies of troops. He wants to rebuild the army we lost at Astagard. Thing is, there's not a lot of spare men to be found. Out of Dragon's Peak, there's press gangs roaming around, grabbing any free man they can lay their hands on. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is. Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. Things in the Law's ties, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming. People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value, meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. It's not so bad. They destroy everything they touch. That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend. Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denver, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think. He was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the Saddles. He may not be my blood, true, but I think I was one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again. That's how I've always felt. As long as he's happy, so am I. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. It happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how. Enchantment! Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Let's see. Arcane technique. Physical technique. Portable bulwark. Definitely need one of these. What? These are insults.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed. He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, but naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Enchantment!
Let's take that sword out.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me. Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
What do you wish of me? If you must. I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend. Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess. Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. It is a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed. There were nights when the wilds called to me, it is true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, proud shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask. No, 'tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one. Not all apostates use the forbidden blood arts. Maleficarum do, but to condemn all who do not fall under the circle's thrall for the sake of what might be is a dangerous path to walk. There are those who look on the word apostate as meaning freedom. Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch? I wouldn't advise it. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed lest the dust gather on us.
Oh my god, she approved. Ice Queen. Well, enough for now. Do we have time to do anything else? Well, I guess we're gonna be doing one of these guys every time we get a chance to. And sometimes, yeah, do in the literal sense. And as well as the figurative. Now, save and let's continue. You.
Yes.
You'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit nervous. Not many people travelling in this part of Ferelden. Of course, that's part of my problem, isn't it? You all got spooked by a wisp and ran off into the woods. Now what do I do? Oh, no, I sent the elf to do that. I wouldn't dream of asking a stranger to do it. Allow me to introduce myself. Felix de Grosbois, merchant and entrepreneur at your service. I don't normally take this route, but with the war, I was hoping for a bit of luck and good weather in the mountains. Sadly, I've had neither. Ugh, this trip has been one miserable disaster after another. I don't suppose you consider helping a fellow out?
Oh, for fuck's sake, who keeps bothering me? Now that's done with. Really should learn to mute Firefox whenever I'm recording.
Of all the other things that went wrong, the worst is this artifact I brought in Jada. It's a control rod, I'm told, for a golem. No point in me keeping it, however, as I'll never get to use it. But, maybe you could? The dwarf I brought it from said it activates and controls a golem. So long as you have it in your hand, the golem does what you say. Might be useful, no? I mean, you look like the sort who could use one. Yes? Nothing. I just don't want to have to lug around something that might be taken for a gemstone by some bandit. To be honest, I don't even know if it'll be useful to you. I paid too much to simply throw it away. The catch? Yeah, I suppose it is a catch, isn't it? The catch is that the golem didn't come with the rod. It's supposed to be down in a village down south, waiting to be activated. Even if I could get down there, which I can't, I understand the place has been overrun by darkspawn. That's not such an issue for adventurous types like yourself, surely? Or I'm hoping that's so, at least. The fellow I brought it from is a long-standing contact. He didn't want to come to Ferelden, however, with all our troubles. He said he got it from the man who owned this golem. But to be honest, I have no idea if it will work. Hence the low price? What do you say? Just as well. As I mentioned before, you'll find the golem down south, in a town called Honleith. I'll mark it here on your map. Just hold up the rod and say Dulav Gar. That will wake the golem up, so I'm told. I hope it works. Maybe you could look up the fellow who owned the golem before. If he's still about, that is. Best of luck to you then. Now, I guess it's up to me to find that mule myself.
Anything else around here? Nope. That's a lot further south. Oh boy. Where is it now?
How did a child survive that? The crater is still smoking. It's a boy. 5 fingers, 5 toes. That's all that matters to me. The Maker has answered our prayers. Let's go home, Marta, and raise the Tyke as our own.
Marta? This hunk of rock fell from the sky, perhaps the last remnant of another world far off in the sky. If you could find a smith with the skill to temper it. Okay. Definitely worth saving this one. Now, let's get to that village and see about at least trying to activate the golem, if nothing else. Oh shoot. Come here. Come here. Eat a bash.
Here comes trouble! Watch out!
Well, that was fairly easy. Spam the saves. Spam them all. Fuck, fuck, fuck. That's a lot. Well, thank you. Keep laughing, keep laughing.
I never liked this part. I'm trying to be merciful.
Okay. Pop. Pop. Oh, definitely pop.
To go. Come and get it. Let's make this quick.
You're supposed to have a healing spell if I'm not mistaken.
Weapons at the ready.
Make a preserver. Defend yourself.
guess your tactics don't... Healer. That should hopefully keep us up longer before we have to chug all the fucking potions we have.
What is it?
Why bring you about?
It's done.
Key required. I have to check for that then. Oh shit. 46 minutes. Okay. I'll have to call it here, gents. Thank you for watching. And until next time, muting your secondary applications is a very important thing to do when you're trying to record. Hard to learn that one. Oh, and buff though.